In this video, I'm going to tell a true story that happened to three friends in the Forbidden Forest. In the summer of 2016, three close friends, Eric, Michael, and Sarah, decided to go on a camping trip to a remote forest in Oregon. The three were natural adventurers, loving to explore abandoned places and spend nights under the open sky. While planning their trip, one of their acquaintances told them about a forest known for its beauty, but carrying mysterious secrets. Some areas within it were said to be forbidden, with locals warning against entering after sunset. "This is just nonsense," Eric laughed. "We're not afraid of some old stories." They agreed to spend one night in the forest, near an ancient lake rumored to be abandoned for an unknown reason. Day 1. Strange signs. The next morning, they set off in their car toward the forest. The trip was fun at first. Music played loudly, and the weather was perfect for camping. But as they neared the forest entrance, they noticed something strange. The trees became denser, their shadows darker, even though the sun was still shining. At one point, they stopped at a small store to stock up on supplies. As they walked in, an old man behind the counter asked, "Where are you headed?" "We're camping near the lake," Michael answered excitedly. The man's expression changed instantly. He slowly shook his head and in a low voice said, "Don't stay there overnight. Not after sunset." The friends exchanged glances, but ignored the old man's warning and continued on their way. When they reached their campsite, everything seemed normal. Tall trees surrounded them, and the sound of birds filled the air. But from the very first moment, Sarah felt something was wrong. "Do you guys notice how quiet this forest is?" she whispered. A few moments later, they all realized something chilling. All natural sounds had disappeared. No birds, no insects, no rustling leaves. The place felt as if it were trapped in an eerie silence. They tried to shake off the unsettling feeling and began setting up their tents near the lake. As the sun set, they built a small fire and sat around it, talking and laughing. But at 11:45 p.m., they began to hear light footsteps circling their camp. At first, they thought it was just small animals, but the footsteps didn't sound like animals. They sounded like bare human feet moving between the trees. Eric decided to check it out. He grabbed his flashlight and walked toward the trees. As he pointed the light into the darkness, he caught a fleeting glimpse of something moving quickly between the trees. He couldn't make out the details, but a deep shiver ran down his spine. He hurried back to the camp, trying to act normal so as not to scare his friends. "Just an animal," he said, sitting back down near the fire. But the truth, he wasn't sure at all. As they decided to sleep, each entered their tent, but suddenly they heard loud rustling sounds in the trees, as if something massive was moving slowly toward their camp. They rushed out, and Michael grabbed his flashlight, shining it into the trees. At that moment, they froze in terror. At the edge of the forest stood something extremely tall and unnaturally thin, with pale corpse-like skin and completely black eyes, no pupils. But the most terrifying part, it was smiling. Not a normal smile, but one far too wide, as if its mouth stretched more than it should. "Don't leave. I've been waiting for you." Its voice wasn't human. It was deep and echoed as if coming from far away. They didn't hesitate. They jumped into their car and Eric desperately tried to start the engine, but the car wouldn't start. Michael turned to look out the window and gasped in horror. The entity wasn't moving like a human. It was gliding across the ground unnaturally fast, coming toward them. "Eric, start the car now!" Sarah screamed, pressing against the door as if trying to shut it even tighter. Finally, the engine roared to life, and they sped away as fast as possible. When they looked in the rearview mirror, they saw the entity standing at the forest's edge, staring at them with that horrific grin. But the most chilling thing? Its black eyes were glowing in the dark, as if it was still watching them, even from afar. When they reached town, They were shaken. They told the locals what had happened. An old man finally revealed the truth. This forest was once home to an ancient tribe centuries ago. They worshipped a strange being, believing it was the forest's guardian. They offered human sacrifices to keep it satisfied. But when the tribe vanished, the entity remained, waiting for more victims. After that night, Eric, Michael, and Sarah were never the same again. They always felt something was watching them. And on some nights, when the world was deathly silent, they would hear that whisper in their ears, "I've been waiting for you." And here we are at the end of the video. I truly hope it was enjoyable and useful for you. I want something simple from you, but it's very important to me. Let me know in the comments what things you think need improvement or adjustment in this video. If there are any flaws or weak points you noticed, don't hesitate to point them out honestly, because I believe real development comes from your feedback and constructive criticism. I'm not creating this content to be perfect from the beginning, but so we can improve it together, step by step. Your opinion is the mirror that helps me see my mistakes and fix them. And if there's something you liked, mention it too, so I know what to focus on more in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to support the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next video. Always stay connected, and let's grow this community together.